Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles offense will start this game off. The Sunshine State is so rich in talent. The players have known each other in many cases for a long time, and that brings the intensity to a fever pitch.
And they do not like each other, Reese. 3 of the 4 years that I was a part of this rivalry game, there were bench clearing.
When he breaks into the open, at the 30, the tag, touchdown, no! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver. But a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this. But this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
I love the start for this quarterback. Third down. Third down, obviously, money down. You got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws for the tight end. Fires it incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Seminoles were able to squeak out a close one the last time they saw the Gators.
And in that game, the Seminoles just made more plays. It reminded me of back in 1998 when we lost up in Tallahassee, and that essentially knocked us out of the national championship picture. That's the impact these games have in this rivalry.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Running toward the tape. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They cap that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Morlock. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He'll bring it back. It's Hawkins. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Johnson. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Right down the middle. He's got it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 3.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half.
That ties the game. It's 21 apiece.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Offense gets set for second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete! A huge pickup! Off he goes! Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen. Seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. It's a draw. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when we decide to run it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Gets away from one. Gets down with the slide.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball over the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Moving out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. What kind of man is this free safety? Abandoning all responsibilities, and somehow he's rewarded for it. Oh, he was a lucky, lucky player there.
And you know what you do with coaches on the sideline? They quickly show you the iPad, and they're like, hey, what were you doing right here? Next time, if you don't get him on the ground, you're going to be in big trouble. But he got him on the ground. That's all that matters.
2nd down now after the sack. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Oh, it's a reverse. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Still running at the 40. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Now on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to pass. It's Glagway. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They want to throw it into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Florida! That trip to the end zone ties us up, and tying up is exactly what these two teams should do. They look just like mirror images.
No doubt, two big boys going at it, making big plays. Who's going to make this play late in the game to take their team over the top? Nice individual effort. Your turn to answer.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field and get me in field.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. They're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Glagway. Quickly to the tight end. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
They'll go back to the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. This almost certainly to win the game. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. It is perfect. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. He's going up top here late in the game. He fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it.